When we think of the most dangerous animals on our planet, our minds instantly conjure up images of razor-sharp teeth, massive claws, and towering apex predators. We picture great white sharks breaching the ocean surface or lions stalking the African savanna. But the reality of nature's deadliest creatures is far more surprising, and sometimes far more terrifying. The true masters of lethality often rely on invisible toxins, microscopic passengers, or sheer unpredictable aggression rather than brute strength. In this video, we are counting down the top 10 most dangerous animals on Earth, exploring the science and stories behind their deadly reputations. Prepare to completely change the way you look at the animal kingdom, because the creature at the top of this list might just be sitting in your backyard right now. Number 1. The mosquito. It might seem completely counterintuitive that a fragile insect the size of a fingernail takes the top spot over massive predators, but the statistics do not lie. Mosquitoes are responsible for the deaths of over 700,000 humans every single year, making them undisputed champions of lethality. They do not kill with venom or brute force, but rather by acting as the world's most efficient delivery system for deadly pathogens. When a female mosquito pierces your skin to consume a blood meal, her saliva can transmit devastating diseases like malaria, dengue fever, Zika virus, and West Nile virus. Malaria alone accounts for more than 500,000 of these fatalities, primarily devastating communities in sub-Saharan Africa. The mosquito's danger lies in its incredible adaptability, thriving in nearly every environment on Earth where stagnant water exists. Human expansion and climate change are only increasing their habitats, bringing these tiny vectors into contact with entirely new populations. Despite billions of dollars spent on eradication efforts, insecticide-treated bed nets, and cutting-edge genetic modifications, the mosquito continues to outsmart us. It is a sobering reminder that in the natural world, the smallest creatures often wield the most terrifying power. Number 2. The box jellyfish. Floating silently in the warm coastal waters of the Indo-Pacific, the Australian box jellyfish is widely considered the most venomous marine creature on the planet. Unlike most jellyfish that simply drift aimlessly with the ocean currents, box jellyfish are active swimmers equipped with clusters of eyes that allow them to hunt their prey intentionally. Their translucent, pale blue bodies make them practically invisible in the water, turning them into floating minefields for unsuspecting swimmers. A single box jellyfish can have up to 15 tentacles trailing from each corner of its bell, with some tentacles reaching lengths of 10 feet. These tentacles are armed with millions of microscopic explosive cells called nematocysts, which act like tiny poison darts. The venom is a potent neurotoxin that simultaneously attacks the heart, nervous system, and skin cells of its victim. The pain is so immediate and excruciating that human victims have been known to go into shock and drown before ever reaching the safety of the shore. Even if someone manages to survive an encounter, they are often left with severe, whip-like scarring that serves as a permanent reminder of the ocean's invisible assassin. Number 3. The saltwater crocodile. Spanning across the Indo-Pacific region, the saltwater crocodile is the largest living reptile on Earth and a true prehistoric survivor. Growing up to 23 feet in length and weighing over a ton, these massive predators are the undisputed kings of their aquatic domains. Unlike many animals that attack humans purely out of defense or mistaken identity, the saltwater crocodile is actively known to view humans as prey. They are masters of stealth, capable of holding their breath for over an hour and hiding their massive bulk in mere inches of murky water. When they strike, it is with explosive speed and an unimaginable bite force of up to 3,700 pounds per square inch. This incredible crushing power allows them to take down everything from wild water buffalo to full-grown sharks. Once they have a grip on their victim, they perform their infamous death roll, aggressively spinning to disorient their prey and tear off manageable pieces. Surviving an ambush from a fully grown saltwater crocodile is statistically improbable, making any body of water in their territory a potential death trap. Number 4. The Inland Taipan. Found in the arid, remote deserts of Central East Australia, the Inland Taipan holds the terrifying title of possessing the most toxic venom of any snake in the world. Drop for drop, the cocktail of neurotoxins, hemotoxins, and myotoxins delivered in a single bite is potent enough to kill 100 adult humans. What makes this snake so efficient is that its venom is specifically evolved to target warm-blooded mammals, completely paralyzing the nervous system and shutting down major organs in minutes. It is a highly specialized hunter that traps long-haired rats in deep burrows, requiring a venom so fast-acting that the prey has no chance to fight back or escape. Fortunately for us, the Inland Taipan is a reclusive, shy creature that lives far away from major human settlements. It generally prefers to flee from trouble rather than fight, and there have been no recorded human fatalities since the advent of modern antivenom. However, if cornered, it will coil into an S shape and strike with blinding speed, often biting multiple times in a single fluid motion. Its deadly potential is unmatched, earning it the nickname, the fierce snake, among herpetologists. Number 5. The Cape buffalo. Often referred to as the Black Death or Widowmaker by big game hunters, the Cape buffalo is widely considered one of the most dangerous animals on the African continent. Weighing up to 2,000 pounds, these massive bovines are equipped with a thick, fused base of horns across their forehead called a boss, which acts as a built-in battering ram. What sets them apart from other large herbivores is their notoriously volatile and vindictive temperament. If a Cape buffalo is wounded or feels threatened, it does not just run away. It actively circles back, stalks its attacker, and plans a devastating ambush. They have been known to charge vehicles, gore pursuing lions, and aggressively defend injured members of their herd. A charging buffalo can reach speeds of 35 miles per hour, and their sheer momentum is enough to crush a human instantly. Unlike the solitary rhinoceros or the mock-charging elephant, a Cape buffalo almost always finishes the fight it starts. They are responsible for killing over 200 people every year, proving that you do not need sharp fangs to be an absolute terror. Number 6. The Cone Snail. It is hard to imagine a creature moving at a literal snail's pace being deadly, but the geographic cone snail is a masterclass in deceptive lethality. Found hiding in the sandy bottoms and coral reefs of the Indo-Pacific, these beautiful, intricately patterned shells are highly prized by beachcombers and tourists. But picking one up is a deadly mistake, as the snail houses a specialized, harpoon-like tooth loaded with a remarkably complex venom. When the snail senses prey or feels threatened by a giant human hand, it fires this harpoon at incredible speeds, piercing skin and even wetsuits with ease. The venom, known as a conotoxin, contains hundreds of different active components that instantly disrupt nerve transmission. The sting is often described as painless at first, similar to a bee sting, but it quickly leads to muscle paralysis, blurred vision, and eventually respiratory failure. Because the venom is so incredibly complex, there is currently no antivenom available for a cone snail sting. Victims must be kept on artificial life support machines until the toxins naturally flush out of their system, making this innocent-looking shell a hidden nightmare. Number 7. The Golden Poison Frog. Deep in the humid rainforests of Colombia's Pacific coast lives a frog so small it can sit on a quarter, yet so toxic it can wipe out a small crowd. The golden poison frog gets its vibrant yellow color as a biological warning sign to predators, a mechanism known as aposematism. The indigenous Embera people have known about this incredible toxicity for centuries, carefully wiping the tips of their blow darts on the frog's back to hunt game. A single frog contains roughly 1 milligram of batrachotoxin in the glands beneath its skin, which is enough to kill 10 adult humans or 2 massive African bull elephants. The toxin works by keeping the sodium channels in nerve cells permanently open, leading to uncontrollable muscle contractions and ultimately sudden heart failure. What is truly fascinating is that the frogs do not produce this poison themselves. They absorb and synthesize it from their highly specialized diet of toxic beetles and ants, When kept in captivity and fed normal insects, these frogs actually lose their toxicity completely. In the wild, however, touching even a fraction of their skin secretions can be a fatal mistake. Number 8. The hippopotamus. Despite their comical, lumbering appearance and portrayals as gentle giants in pop culture, the hippopotamus is the most dangerous land mammal in Africa. Causing an estimated 500 human deaths annually, they are highly aggressive and fiercely territorial creatures that tolerate absolutely no intruders in their space. Male hippos will ruthlessly defend their stretch of the river, while females are notoriously protective of their young, viewing any approaching boat or person as a direct threat. Despite weighing up to 3,000 pounds and having short, stubby legs, a hippo can easily outrun a human on land, reaching speeds of over 20 miles per hour. Their massive jaws can open to an astonishing 180 degrees, revealing terrifying canine tusks that can grow up to 20 inches long. They are known to capsize small fishing boats without warning and bite right through the hulls with bone-crushing force. To make matters worse, hippos are most active at night when they leave the water to forage, putting them in the path of unsuspecting locals. Their sheer unpredictability and explosive temper make them a true force of nature to be respected. Number 9. The stonefish. If you ever find yourself walking in the shallow waters of the Indo-Pacific, you need to watch your step very carefully to avoid the most venomous fish on Earth. The stonefish is an absolute master of camouflage, covered in encrusted, warty skin that makes it look exactly like a piece of coral or a harmless rock on the ocean floor. It uses this incredible disguise to ambush passing prey, remaining perfectly motionless until a small fish swims too close, at which point it inhales them in a fraction of a second. But the danger to humans lies in the 13 stout spines running along the stonefish's dorsal fin. When pressure is applied, like a human foot accidentally stepping down, the spines act like hypodermic needles, injecting a highly toxic, heat-sensitive venom deep into the flesh. The pain from a stonefish sting is notoriously described as the worst agony known to medical science, often causing victims to beg for the affected limb to be amputated. If left untreated by the specific antivenom, the sting can lead to severe tissue necrosis, cardiovascular collapse, and death. It is the ultimate invisible trap hiding in the shallows. Number 10. The polar bear. We end our list with the undisputed ruler of the Arctic, the largest land carnivore in the world, and one of the few mammals that will actively hunt humans for food. A fully grown male polar bear can stand over 10 feet tall on its hind legs and weigh a staggering 1,500 pounds. They are perfectly evolved killing machines, equipped with razor-sharp claws, a phenomenal sense of smell that can detect a seal under 3 feet of solid ice, and a layer of blubber that keeps them completely insulated. Unlike brown bears or black bears, which are omnivores and usually attack out of surprise or defense, polar bears live in an incredibly harsh environment where every meal counts. If a polar bear spots a human wandering on the ice, it does not see a threat. It sees an opportunistic, high-calorie meal. They are entirely fearless, known to stalk their prey for miles across the frozen tundra with eerie, silent precision. With their natural sea ice habitats shrinking due to climate change, these massive predators are increasingly coming into contact with Arctic communities, leading to tragic and terrifying encounters. The polar bear is the ultimate reminder that we are still on the menu. And there you have it, the top 10 most dangerous animals on Earth. From microscopic disease vectors to towering Arctic predators, nature is full of incredible, awe-inspiring, and deadly surprises. If you enjoyed this wild journey and want to see more fascinating animal facts, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a like on the video. Let us know in the comments which of these deadly creatures terrifies you the most, and we will see you in the next one.